The Oregon Ducks have some guys that are absolutely balling out right now during fall camp. I want to take today's video to highlight those players and let you know just who you need to be ready to go out and perform the best for the Ducks during the fall season. The Oregon Football Report is presented by Prize Picks. I am your host, Will Ortner, and we've had some Ducks that have been looking really good. To be honest with you, the majority of this team has looked really stinking good through fall camp. Now, there have been some rumors of, hey, maybe there's an injury here, maybe this is happening there, but for the most part, the Ducks have stayed healthy, and you've been able to see the full complements of what these players are going to be down in Eugene. I'm going to give you my 5 players that have been absolutely balling out. You might have some different guys, but stay tuned. Hit that sub button. We are 25 subscribers away from 4K. The long, dark winter is almost over. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, do so now. Help us get all the way to that 4K. All right. So the top running back, at least in my opinion, through fall camp has been Dierre Hill Jr. Now, that's not because Jordan Davison has lost his spot. That's not because Jordan Davison is not performing well enough in camp. That's not because Jordan Davison had an injury or didn't have an injury, whatever the heck that whole situation was. This is just how well Dierre Hill has been performing. Everyone is saying that Dierre Hill is an even better version of himself this time around than he was in his freshman season. Obviously, a really good year for the guy who was essentially the third back for the Ducks. It was Whittington, then Davison, then Hill. And Hill very much epitomized that lightning type of player. When he got the football in his hands, he was explosive. He got away from opponents. He was someone who could catch the ball out of the backfield, and if he got just a little bit of space, he was going to get gone, and you can see that by his average yards per carry right there. The rumor is he looks even faster right now coming out of camp. He is someone that really took that growth from being a freshman to being a sophomore, literally. He put on a little bit of weight as well, good weight, so he is a bigger back than I think most people realize. But the speed is the one thing that kills, and it's the one thing that I'm really paying attention to right now. It is clear to me that Dierre Hill said, hey, you might view Jordan Davison as the best running back, but I am going to make sure that I challenge him for that. I am going to make sure that every chance I get to have the football in my hands, I'm going to make big plays. I keep comparing these two to Reggie Bush and Lendale White. Maybe that's a bit extreme, but I certainly think that Dierre Hill has some Reggie Bush qualities to him. Let's talk about freshman Tommy Tofi, man. I cannot talk glowingly enough about this kid. Producer Gage is in the building with us today, and so he was asking, hey, man, who are some guys that I need to watch out for with the Ducks? He's a Penn State fan. Look, we're not going to hold it to him. We're not going to be too angry with him. And I told him, man, there are 2 really talented freshman offensive linemen. Of course, I'm talking about Tommy Tofi and Emmanuel Ihanacho. But let's focus in right now on Tommy Tofi. We have him listed on our depth chart as a guard. I'm hearing chatter right now that there's a potential for him to start, but maybe not even at guard, the position that we all expected him to start at. The rumor is that maybe there's a conversation about him getting out to one of the tackle spots. Fox Crater seems to have that left tackle spot locked down. Could he be challenging Michael Bennett for that right tackle spot? I'll tell you this, I don't care where he plays. I think that this kid can start for the Oregon football team. He has been incredibly impressive to me. Came in during your spring season, showed a way that he could get onto the field quickly. He has been someone that hasn't allowed the noise around him to really slow him down. And the cool thing about Tofi is this is just the beginning, right? You knew he was going to be a blue chipper coming in. He did really well at the Polynesian Bowl, so there was a lot of talk of him being able to play rather quickly. He's going to play almost as quickly as possible, and this is the worst he's going to be. Remember that. He's only going to get better. Don't be shocked if early on he might not start, but he's a part of that 6 to 8 man rotation. But by the middle to end of the year, he's a starter for this team, and I think that's really exciting. I've got so many more guys to talk about on the program today, but first, I need to let you know that today's show is made possible by Prize Picks. Prize Picks is America's #1 sports picks app, and is the best place to win cash while watching sports. With the football season right around the corner, there's no better time to cash in with our friends at Prize Picks. And I'll tell you this, the app is really easy to use. For player picks, just pick more or less on a few players' stats and lock in your lineup. That's it. Prize Picks is available in most states, including California, Texas, and Florida. One thing I love is the new social feeds feature, where you can share Prize Picks with your friends and copy lineups with a single click. You can actually follow me on the app, at BigWill7774, to see all of my lineups. I have a lineup for the football action going on later on this year. Dakorien Moore, more on his receiving yards. Dante Moore, more on his pass yards. Damon Williams, less on his pass TDs. New user offer. Best of all, play your first $5 and get $150 in lineups if you win. Just use code HMA when you sign up. That's right. Prize Picks just switched up their offer, so there's no better time to join. Lock in and win that first lineup. That's code HMA at sign up to get $150 in bonus lineups if you win your first $5 plus lineup. All right, let's talk about the number 3 guy that I have, and that is Jalen Lott. Now, Lott is another freshman, just like Tofi, who is coming in a part of this very illustrious 2026 recruiting class. Lott has been all over the socials for the Oregon Ducks, making play after play after play, diving catch, leaping catch. The kid has been very impressive, and I want to highlight him. I could highlight Dakorien Moore. I could highlight Jeremiah McClellan. Both guys are having fantastic camps as well. McClellan, it just feels like anytime the ball gets thrown his way, he makes a highlight-worthy catch. But I wanted to emphasize Lott here because he wasn't with the Ducks during the spring season. He didn't come in until June. So where has he been at? He's been making so many plays. The defensive coordinator, Chris Hampton, he's taken notice of exactly what Jalen Lott's been able to do. He has a ton of potential. He has a tremendous catch radius and can accelerate. He has really good hands and can start and stop and has good burst. Going against all of our receivers in practice is a challenge. They make some plays against us, and you think I'm glad they are on our team. They challenge us each and every day. Jalen has looked really good so far. That's awesome to hear, man. That makes me so stinking excited for the Oregon football team, because when you have a player like that that's making plays, so much so that he's already getting noticed by your defensive coordinator, you're doing a lot of really, really good things. Will Jalen Lott see significant time for the Ducks in the 2026 college football season? Let me know down below your opinion in the comment section. Is this a yes or is this a no from you? I know there's a lot of talent in that wide receiver room, but it certainly feels like Jalen Lott can get a lot of play. Hit that thumbs up button if you agree with me, because I'm saying yes. I fully expect him to play. I expect him to play a lot. I don't necessarily think that he's going to take over for a Dakorien Moore or an Evan Stewart or even an Iverson Hooks. But I think that some of these young guys, Messiah Hampton, Lott, Gatlin Bear, I think you're going to see a lot of these guys play pretty quickly. That's going to be the beauty of Drew Maringer. You got to find a way to get all this talent on the field as much as possible. Let's go to the defensive side really quickly. I don't want to just solely focus on the offense, but let's talk about Jett Washington, man. This kid has been unbelievably impressive to me. You want to talk about another guy that just keeps popping up on my Twitter, on my Instagram. The kid is everywhere, making incredible interceptions. The one-handed one where he's like running past the ball, has to reach back, one arm, unbelievable. The kid is a ball hawk. Now, the Ducks obviously have a ton of talent in that safety room. Coy Parrish, Aaron Flowers, they're going to be holding it down. But I'll tell you this, man, Trey McNutt, he's been very impressive. I've been very impressed watching Jett Washington just run back and forth, not afraid to make a big play here or there. He certainly is someone that seems to be playing his way onto the field. Now, is he going to be a starter? No, not necessarily, but especially early on this year, and with some of the Big Ten games that the Ducks have in October, it feels like you should be able to open up a can of you-know-what on certain teams. Well, that's a great opportunity for Washington to get on the field, and if there is an injury, I feel pretty dang comfortable throwing the young freshman out there. He's long, he's tall, he's quick, and he has a knack for making big-time plays, and that is a great thing. Last piece that I wanted to touch on here was Evan Stewart. This guy has been absolutely balling out. Everyone said that it was the best spring ball that he'd had. Now they're saying it's the best summer and best fall camp that Evan Stewart has ever had. His 2024 season was really stinking good, man. Stewart was the number 2. He was the Robin to Tez Johnson's Batman. And that's a really good thing. But I think that there is a world where Evan Stewart is going to be even better this year. The rumors are is that he's faster. The rumors are is that he's got better acceleration. The rumors are that he might be a better version of himself mentally as well. I look at Evan Stewart and I just think that the sky is the limit. I want to thank everyone for viewing today's video, coming in, hanging out with us. It was a ton of fun. We're going to break down the scrimmage for the Ducks. We'll break that down tomorrow. It's happening today. So make sure that you subscribe to the channel, you come back, and you hang out with us, and you have as much fun possible rooting on the best team in all of college football. Thank you guys so much for viewing today's video. Can't wait to see you next time. And as always, Sko Ducks.